This is the Volvo XC40 2021 edition. I was given this by Volvo on the subscription system to test it out, and basically it's the 2 litre petrol. It's got hybrid technology, everything built in it. Comes with one of these phone apps, however I can't unlock the car or anything with it. The car itself is a pretty nice car in general. I like the style of the car. I think it's really good. If we come around the back, we've got an automatic boot opening system. The capacity of the boot's pretty good. You can see that we've got this thing here that we can close down, we can open up. It's got all the shopping tags, everything else. I've got stuff in there, but I've been taking the dog for a walk. It's got the 12 volt battery thing in there. I've got the parcel shelf. Capacity wise, it does the job. I don't know what you can fit in it. I don't do all the geometric, we leave that to everybody else. It comes with this medical kit, as Volvo do. It's got some tags that you can clip stuff onto there. It's electric hood, everything else. It comes with the 20-inch alloys. It's the B4. In general, it's a nice car. So I'm going to get inside. So the car itself is really comfortable. It's a nice car. The seating position's good. I get the heated steering wheel. I have an iPhone 12 Pro Max. It's got the in-car charger, which fits absolutely perfectly. It's a snug fit, but it fits perfectly, and the iPhone 12 Pro Max is very big. We have the 360-degree reverse camera, and we can switch to any of those cameras. It's not as sophisticated as what you get on the BMW, where you can have a look around the car, or the Audis. They are really, really good. However, it does the job. It does exactly what you need it to do. You get a really big key. You get a massive key like this. Now you get 2 of these keys, and you can switch this. So up here we have the profile. So with the profile, we can switch the key in, we can switch the key out. It's really clever how they do that. However, it is a portrait screen. I would much prefer that, because as you can see, the Apple CarPlay system on there at the moment is just that little bit of the screen there, rather than if you had the full screen. So let's just for a second show you the infotainment system here. So if I pull down like that, we can go up here to a profile, and we can configure that profile to how we want it. I can set another profile. We've got 3 profiles and a guest profile. So when I get in the car and I press the key, this is the key here. Let me just try and zoom back out, because I'm doing this all manually. This big key here, the buttons are on the side, and that will then know that I've pushed to open up the car, and I can get into it. As you can see, I've got Apple CarPlay here. I can go to Heart 80s by clicking this up here, like that, and you get all the radio stations that you can just scroll through. Like I say, with the temperature gauge here, you really do have to, you know, up and down, which really isn't great, because you have to take your eyes off the road. Again, you've got the heated steering wheel. This keeps the steering wheel nice and heated. The gauge cluster that you get for the driver's display there, if you can just focus for a second, I've got that on performance, which is that nice red. So if I rev the car a little bit, you can see that it goes up. It's a nice system. However, it's very basic. You can't do the other stuff like map's a bit bright there, but you get the map in front of you and everything else. There's no heads-up display on this car. However, I can have it as just plain crystal, or you can just change the settings down a little bit to make it a little bit different. There's no real interior lighting, so if you're someone that likes your cabin to have nice interior lighting like you get with the Mercedes and the BMWs and the Audis, you don't really get that. You get some lights along here a little bit, which is just like a bright white light. You get the windows here, they come down, they're nice and simple. You've got the folding door mirrors. It also has warning assist for cars that are coming up. The auto dim mirror just there is really good, and this is that button here. I know it's a bit dark. Let me just see if I can switch the lights on. Maybe that will make a bit of a difference. You can. This is really fiddly for the panoramic glass sunroof. So yeah, I mean, the system itself is okay. You just push this button here to go home, just like an iPad really. You've got loads of different apps that you can choose from. You know, as I say, you've got the heated passenger seat as well. However, one thing I don't know, if someone can tell me, like with most cars, you can have this thing called sync, where if you change the temperature on this one, it will change the temperature on this one. This doesn't seem to have it. Now, I checked up here, because you can go into a settings menu and you can configure all the car IntelliSafe. There's loads of stuff. The touchscreen, as you can see, can be a little bit fiddly sometimes. if I go back to the settings, you know, I can't find, you know, even if I do to the climate, I can only set that. There's no sync, so I can sync the two together, which is really weird. Like I say, if I go this way, we got the IntelliSafe, the window where we can put that into a position so we know it's going to be serviced. We scroll down, we've got the cruise control, everything you need, camera assists. Over here, like if I click on this here, we got pilot assist, if you can just see that come up there, and that will drive the car for me if I'm on the motorway. It's okay. It's okay. Let's just say it's okay. It takes a bit of getting used to, it takes a bit of trustworthy. I think it's quite good. I don't know if I can try and get the brightness down here. You can see that there is the phone charger, and that is the iPhone 12 Pro Max that fits in nicely. This is the wireless CarPlay system that I got, so I can actually, let's get that into focus. And that is there. We got some cabbie hold space here. The cups that you can get here, they've got adjustable, so they fit cups quite nicely. You've got this little gears lever here. You also got some storage here, and then of course you've got the big storage space quite here, which is quite nice, quite large, everything you need. And there's my camera thing that I was looking for earlier. The seats are a nice leather, they're okay. Space in here, it's not the best. However, the door bins are nice and big. You can fit a nice big bottle in there, and they are lined with like a felt, so everything keeps it nice and quiet. The materials themselves, there's no hard plastic, it's quite squidgy. The only hard plastic I can find is here, but that's quite smooth, so that's not too bad. So let's get in the back. So getting into the back of the vehicle here, it's nice, it's quiet. Now this is my seating position. I'm 5'10", I have plenty of knee room, and I have loads of headroom. So the XC40 has done a really good job of making a smallish SUV. This is a 4-wheel drive version, by the way, quite spacious. However, I do feel my knees are up a little bit, with the seats being quite low down to the floor. Not quite sure what's going on there. We get the air vents here. The seating position is really quite nice. It's comfortable. I'm quite happy with the seating position. However, I will say that the windows, they almost go all the way down. They kind of stop there. Volvo, why stop there? Why not go all the way down? Which is kind of, you know, and this is quite high up, you know, because the seats are quite low down and you are sitting in this position, it's quite high up. So anyway, so we'll have a look. So as we're getting into the vehicle, you can see down here, we have some sort of storage bits here. The door bins are not the largest in the back here. It's easy to get in and out of. It's a nice wide gap opening on the vehicle. If I can just climb in here. So it might be a little bit dark and dingy, but I'll try and do the best I can. So here we get the vents, we get a 12-volt box. We also have the heated seats, and we have some USB charging ports. However, looking at the back here, we have an armrest comes down. It's quite a nice armrest, as you can see. You can put your arm on there with no problem at all, without having to worry about putting your arm in the cups. Now, you can't get to the back. I don't know what this bit of felt is for. It looks like, I don't know if I can get into that. I've not tried. It's solid and stuck in there, so I don't know if I can get into the back of that. Let me know in the comments below. I don't know what that's all about. However, the seating position here is pretty nice. You've got the ISOFIX ports here, as you can see quite clearly, so you won't lose the things. Easy to get the child seat in here, and it is quite room. There's plenty of space in this car, and this is the view from the back. So what's my final verdict on the XC40 from Volvo? Now, this car is on what they call this new Volvo subscription system. Now, it's a very simple system. Is you can go onto the website, you fill in a few details, and they have a whole range of cars that you can choose from. Now, if you choose from the list of cars, it doesn't have to be the XC40, it can be the XC60, it can be the XC90, or one of their road, just normal car vehicles. And you can choose a range of cars with different specs, colours, and so forth. However, you can build your own car as well. However, that will take at least 3 months to get to you. So if you just take one from the list, that will take just 1 month to get to you. And what they do is you just pay one flat fee. There's no deposit. You pay that flat fee and the car is then delivered to you. You get this thing called Volvo On Call. Now what that means is no matter what happens, you never own the car, the car is always owned by Volvo. And that simply means that for your tyres, all you do really is insure the vehicle and pay for it. That's it. Everything else is controlled by Volvo. You press the Volvo on call button, they will speak to you, they will deal with the situation, they will pick it up, they will give you a new car. So for that £599 fee that you pay every month, and that is a big pill to swallow, for the car that you get, everything is included, from tyres, maintenance. Something's wrong with the car, they'll give you a new car. You get that for 30 days. They even give you complimentary insurance for the 30 days. So you get to have the car for 30 days. If you don't like it, you can hand the car back. Once you've had that 30 days, if you continue with the car, you then keep the car, to my knowledge, up during this video, of course, you keep the car for 3 months. After 3 months, you can either change the vehicle for another one, or if you spec'd one yourself and that's coming in for delivery, you can change it for that one. You can chop and change, you can move up a level, you could go to the XC60 or the XC90. However, as you go up, of course, they're more expensive. And if you get the recharge, which is the electric, they're a little bit more pricey. So you can chop and change, or as far as I know, you can just hand the car back and walk away from the deal. Now, of course, there's a credit check when you do this. Now, there has been a lot of to and fro on Facebook, which I got involved with, which is how I got to get this car, because I thought, well, actually, I didn't think it was an overly a bad deal. You know, it is £599, but that does include your tax, your tyres, your maintenance, your services, every single thing, apart from putting fuel in there and, of course, insuring it. Everything else is covered by Volvo. So it's basically like having a company car, not really having to worry, but that is a chunk of money. In fact, that's probably a rent or a mortgage payment every month for a vehicle. It is a very good vehicle, but I believe that you could probably get something similar. And, you know, most brand new cars come with a warranty anyway. So there's swings and roundabouts. It depends whether you like it. Some people are for this, some people are not. However, there is a really good phone app. If you've got the electric recharge version of the car, you get this thing here called Volvo On Call, and it just comes in, and you can see that there. I've got updated terms of service. I'll just continue, and you'll just get this thing here. I don't know if you can see that. I'll wait for that to come into view there. And you can basically, you've got parking climate. Now, if you've got the recharge vehicle, you click on parking climate and you can set, so when you get into the car, it's all nice and warm and heated up if it's a cold day, or you can cool it down if it's in the summer. However, if you've just got the petrol or the diesel version of the cars, you can't use that, which is a bit of a shame. However, you can remote control the start of the vehicle right there, and that will pretty much do the same. Now you think, oh my God, I'm going to remote control start the vehicle. I'm not in it, it's out at the front, or I've got a double garage drive. However, it's locked. You can't do anything unless you've got the key. It just remote starts the car, and you can time that from 5 to 15 minutes. And then when you get into the car, it'll all be warm and everything else, but you still have to start the car when you get into the vehicle. So the app's pretty good. It also tells you where the car is. It tells you what the temperature of the car is at the moment. It tells you the journeys that you've done, where you've been, just the basic stuff that you can do with any old car app. Now, what I don't like about the XC40, this particular version, is I've got a Range Rover, okay. It's a diesel Range Rover, granted, but I get around 32 to 35 miles to the gallon. That Volvo, yes, it's a four-wheel drive, I'm getting 18 to 22 miles to the gallon in a petrol Volvo for a 2 litre. I got a 3 litre Range Rover. I'm shocked. However, the Range Rover cost me £90 or £80 to fill up. The Volvo will only cost me £38 to £40 to fill up. So there's the swings and roundabouts again, but I was shocked that I'm only getting 20 odd miles to the gallon. I'm absolutely flabbergasted by that. I'm sure it will be better on a long journey. The pilot assist side of it, it's okay. It takes a bit of getting used to. Sometimes you've got to correct it a little bit, might get a little bit too near the white line, but generally on a motorway or an A road, you're perfectly safe. It's really good. So I think I've gone on too long. This video has gone on too long. The final verdict, would I recommend you going for this subscription system or purchasing this car or whatever? Me personally, my opinion on this one, if I had the money, would I buy that car? And the honest answer is, it is a lovely car. If you are a Volvo fan, you will not be disappointed. For me, no. I think there are other vehicles, other cars in that price bracket that will do the job slightly better, if not a lot better. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've got some videos to do on some tech stuff which is coming soon. I'm going to be looking at a comparison between the home system and smart home. Do you have a smart home? Do you have smart lighting? So if you do, watch this channel. It is all about tech. I'm going to bring as much as I can, maybe do some more cars. I'm hoping to get a Tesla next. So please keep watching. Thank you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and please, for me, just hit that like button because it really helps this new channel of mine get noticed. Take care, everyone. Till the next one.